Hi, welcome to Spring Grove Nursery in July. It's finally summertime here at the nursery. We've had a really busy spring. We're just starting to get out to the field and get caught up on our field work out there left over from spring. Jamie's out in the field pruning liners, so we're going to go take a look at that in a minute and he can show us the liner pruning process. I'm standing in our above ground holding yard. We dug and shipped a lot of trees this spring, but we were able to dig extra that we can put here in our holding area that we can continue to ship out of all summer and then into the fall. We have a great selection of trees ready to go. We're still moving them out every day. It's a perfect time to come out to the nursery and see what we have available, see what we have growing in the field. So we invite you to do that anytime. Let's go out to the field now and take a look at what Jamie's pruning.
It's another beautiful morning here at the nursery, and we're just now finishing up our liner pruning, and it's really important to prune liners a month after they get into the ground so that we can get a good structure on them. It's really important to get a good structure on a newer tree just for the long-term health of the tree. The best way to see if you did it good the first year is go into last year's crop and see how you did, and it teaches you a lot on how to prune for this year. When you come up to a tree, this is a exclamation London plane tree, beautiful tree. It's got great branching, but when we come up to a tree, we look at it, we want it to be balanced. These trees they're really aggressive. They put on a big head, so we want to keep that in check and not force the issue, but kind of train it to push out where we want it to be. And you know, it's kind of fun to do. First, we'll take off any dead branches or limit up to where I can see it's balanced. I want to have 60-40. You know, eventually this tree will be, when it leaves my nursery, maybe up to this height, and you know, eventually down the road it'll be up here. But first thing I come in and do is take off any dead branches that could have happened while we were planting or in transport, and then I'm going to limb this up and then bring it in. So when I'm limbing up on the sides here, I want to make sure that I'm above the branch collar but not inside the branch collar. What that does is it gives me it's the tree fixes itself with better efficiency. So I got 2 branches here, I only want 1. So okay, I know this tree's going to get big next year, or this year, so I want to cut back to a lateral bud, kind of tipping off the terminal, and the terminal, that stops the growth out there. So I'm bringing this in. I'm trying to cut to an outside bud, and you know, once I cut that terminal bud, that'll push this bud and keep that bud pushing. So I'll come on this side. If I have too big of branches over here, I'll maybe cut that back a little bit farther. Then I come up top, and oh look, these things are notorious. I mean, they grow fast and nice. Okay, on top, I want this tree to have a leader. And most shade trees you want that, but I'll take and I'll find what I want to be the leader, and I'll come down here and prune this at an angle. Cut off a dead branch there. Then I have a piece of tape ready, and this, I'll tape this over, tape to tape, so it'll hold. So through this growing season, that's going to grow straight up and down. And while we're pruning, we have a chance to come back through here, straighten it up, kind of flex it a little bit. There you have a balanced tree that's ready to go for this growing season. I'm going to come through here, start again. And this one here has a leader on top, so I'm not going to need to tape that one over, but I'm going to bring that in so that they don't compete. I want to bring that one down too. We'll flex that over. What we're looking for is balance. And once we get her balanced down here, you have a nice taper to the top and a leader. This year's really important. Next year when I come back, if we did it right this year, we do some more structure pruning. Finish this off. Another piece of tape. And that, in a nutshell, is how you prune a London exclamation. Next, we're going to go to some Hawthorne, some ornamental stuff. It's pruned a different way, but it'll be nice. We moved over to the Hawthorne block, and I'm just going to show you what I do to most ornamentals. I'll bring them up a little bit, but I want to have some structure on top. If I push these in, that'll push that out so that I get a nicer head up here. So I'll start down here or outside the branch collar. And taper is really important on trees, and the higher you go, the faster the taper. We don't want a fast taper. So I'm going to come over here. Okay, I want that. I'm going to push that bud out that way. Hopefully push that one that way, and that way. Bring that one in again. So that's a balanced tree on bottom. What I'll do is come up here and kind of 40-60 it, and you know, these are, I want to push that up there. And now I can take a piece of tape here, tape that over. Then next we're going to go to a Hawthorne clump, and that's a little quicker. We do these, so that'll go straight up. We're going to move over to this Hawthorne here. These they get lanky, and what I want to do is prune up, bring her down, find some crossing branches that I don't like and that I'm not going to like next year. This year's important. So I'll bring this one all the way down here, and I want that to be the big dog, and I'll probably bring this one down again here. So that's a little primer on how we prune. If you guys are looking for something to do this summer and you like to prune, we're always pruning. It's a great thing to do to get out here, and I've got a sharp pair of pruners for you. Thanks for visiting with us in July, and we'll see you in August.